Hey. Oh. Why is salty so popular now?
I haven't got GTX.
I have crosshair gaming. That's it. It can change colours. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, same. Is yours like rainbow? What do you mean by rainbow? It just goes left and right. Like, yeah. What about mouse?
Yeah, I can change my mouse as well.
The name of your mouse? Mine's rival. I can change the colour. Oh my god, wow. People in the... She's a noob. Okay, up next map. Snorkel up. Person, that's my ball. Knocked. Done. There's me. No. Behind. I don't know. What a noob! You know what? She was looking. She was just standing behind you. She's like, oh. Wow, how?
Cups of Rabina.
I'm about to finish my series, so I'm gonna use.
You know Shimon got the Rex.
Yeah.
What backman should I equip?
What backspinning?
Shall I equip the Bible?
Hey, that's a cool one. How do you get that one? Oh yeah.
I had the Rainbow Smash, but I refunded it.
Use the Rainbow Smash, please use it. Come on, show me that. Show me.
No, I had it. I refunded it.
What?
Rainbow Smash. Don't know why.
It's sick. Because every time you got it's too. Yeah, because he's the snorkel. I forgot which one's the Leviathan.
The alien fish in the bowl.
I call it. Fish in the bowl. I feel well bad because she's like a swimmer. Now I'm gonna play good.
I told you to do it.
Okay, I'm on. I'm recording on GeForce.
Alright, choose a place.
Let's go retail. Yeah, because I don't like read. I just hate it when it's not push to talk.
What's your push to talk?
What do you have? I don't like. Because I don't. Huh? That's the reason you're like.
Alright,
Okay, where should we go? Let's go in there. The thing I hate about that
I need help, I need help, I literally.
I'm on. There's a skeleton. No. No! Pick me! How am I getting shot? Oh, it's from there. Pick me up. How? I'm getting carried by you literally hard. You going off. I'm going to go off too then. If you want to play like that, I'm going to play like that. See, you're going off. You're like, gosh. You're like,
I'm like, oh.
I'm not even trying because I don't know what are we going for, you win? Person? Can you please talk?
Oh yeah, I killed one. I'm gonna have to talk.
Do you have it off or should I turn it on?
Alright, I have it.
Right. Goodness. Where's the pump?
Brad, we have some heavy, shotgun shells.
9.
I have one.
Why should I have shotgun shells if I only have these? Oh yes I do.
Wait.
2. Has a shot. It's level 65. He's a level. He's 65. There we go. Oh my god, piss off! You're getting too much kills.
Yeah, come on.
Jesus Christ. I have rubbish loot, so how should I kill? And I have more now. I need a shotgun and then I'm good. Oh my gosh. Can I have some 8 medium ammo, please? Can I have some mediums?
There are.
Oi.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. I need mediums. And now I'm gonna be playing good. You're good.
They have some rockets.
Hey. Can I have some heavies? Like at least 4. Good enough. So I can sleep. This is what I like to see, teamwork. You're 4 head. Okay, not as much. Only on 3. Can you refund that thingy? Back bling for the. You can only refund skins and dances, no back bling. Is that it? But can you refund back blings?
No, you can only. Well, yeah.
That is
because
so.
you need to have
Who are you shooting at?
Oh god, flip.
Who are you shooting at?
Dude, there's people over here.
He's a non-skinner.
So what?
I'm just saying, you know.
Good non-skins.
Told you. I'll catch up to you one day. I'm on 900. I'm on 975 mats.
On what? Wood?
Wood.
Can I have a med?
I'm using one, so I'll try. You got bandages. I hate bandages, don't you? See, I'm telling you, I can destroy easy people. What shoot are you in? I'm on 999. Huh?
Romero.
Who was in our school?
Alright, what should we do?
Do you like him? How much max you on wood?
400.
999.
Drop me like 200.
$163.
Yeah, I have 600.
Yeah, that's all we need. The main thing in the game is probably the thingy mats. Can I have some heavies? Thanks. Now we're gonna get a dub.
That was a build battle.
You wanna build a battle? Is it not building this game? A turbo building is sometimes messed up. Do you have turbo building on that switches mats on? My other. I don't use that. I don't know what. I feel better like just pressing L1. No, look to your left. There's people to our left too. In central, they're in central. Dusty, central.
Oh wait, they're closed.
They're using Hot Fox Vela.
Oh, one's right over here.
Someone's behind me. Jeez. Okay. can't. Why do we go in this much action?
I made them so as well.
I literally, you know that non-skinner who was stuck in there? I killed that one, and I've got another one.
Yeah, because I headshot him so much.
How many times? We should stop going in action, I'm telling you. We can win by camp. Oi, Carol. Oi, Carol. Also, Carol. Wrecked. GG get wrecked. Oh, wrecked.
Just put on my jumper.
Oh.
Right.
Oi. I changed off press to talk. Shall I tell you why? Because I keep getting annoyed when I press F because I'm using WSD. So then I have to, when I need to go right, I have to press F. Yeah, I know. I just hate that. And I just realised I was recording. Do you have face cam? No. What PC screen do you have? What? Mine's 4K HD. We got a new one.
When did you get it?
Don't know. Ask my brother. It's so good though. 4K HD and now 6.
You have everything
What?
You have shadows on or off?
What do you mean by shadows on the
Settings.
on Fortnite settings? Wait, I gotta see. Where's that shadow off or on?
All options.
Yeah. Wait, HUD vertical on, health on.
No, on your Fortnite settings.
Yeah, what?
Go on your Fortnite settings.
I am on my Fortnite settings.
And do you have shadows on or off, or epic, high, medium, or what?
I have shadows medium.
Why do you have shadows medium? Why? Pull it
Because I
off.
don't. Huh? Off?
Yeah.
What does that do?
Makes you have no shadows and it's better to see people. That's what most YouTubers have. Help.
I'm gonna come on.
I might put
In my head, in my heart, I've not packed and moved on. Now you're here.
Yo, what are YouTube installation process? You guys might be saying, well, how does it work? Well, for that, I'm gonna show you guys an example. Hi.
Hi, I'm selling cookies.
You're selling cookies? Where are the cookies at?
Oh, I forgot them at my house.
Overall, this device is simply amazing. For $200, it's definitely worth the money. So make sure to visit them, ring.com. I'm sure to put the link in the description box down below. Go ahead, check it out, buy one for yourself. Trust me, you're gonna love this product. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys want to save $20, make sure to use my promo code POPGFunk15. I'll make sure to put it in the description box.
What up, whoever's watching this stream right now? It wasn't fatal. It wasn't fatal. See, look, one viewer. Yeah, guys, my brother doesn't have the internet. See, he says he doesn't. My brother's German. Nice German. Yeah, I know, but yeah, and the thingy, and I said, Ollie, is that you? But it was actually Boo Bay, yeah. And I said, oh, stop lying, Ollie, because I thought that was Ollie. That was Boo Bay, and then I said, oh, hi, Boo Bay. And then he said, I'm not Booby, I'm Boo Bay. Hey, hey. And then I said, oh, Ollie, bye. And he was like, oh. How can I be? Can you, Marcel? How do you know? Molly, you're a big fat lady. Got it yesterday. I find out how he got it. Sylvia's convenient. That but still tell him to refund so he makes a mistake. Said, oh, you just got scammed. No, Josh bought way more. Shouldn't even buy that much. Even though he's bad. Much more. Is Shimon smart? Hey, Max. Yeah, because you already despised him. What did he say? What did he do? Did he do it? Oh, he probably saved his V-Bucks and got the Rex. Then we can get like 3 points. They're not hard. It's basically one shot every single zombie. No, but when you start, that's why. Yeah, and equalizers are better. Well, I've got a pop this gun. Why? What a dumb prick. Marcel, but what did you do, Marcel? How long was it, Marcel?
We've toured factories before, but somehow I've The first line behind me here is completely focused. When OnePlus offered to sponsor us behind the scenes for a close-up look at their production lines for the OnePlus 6, I couldn't resist. The first line behind me here is completely focused on building the screen assembly, which includes the OLED panel, the digitizer, and the glass front, and the chassis. The OnePlus 6 uses a sandwich-style construction with an aluminum mid-plate and then a separate glass backplate. This first station here, after earpiece speaker grill installation, is dedicated just to inspecting the chassis that are shipped here from Foxconn. By the way, don't be surprised if you buy from someone like OnePlus and some of the components come from Foxconn. Their factories make pretty much everything. But it's down front and
doesn't. You even said it slides. How do you spell that?
Like this, which is very hard for us to even capture with an 8K camera, will result in this unit being sent back for a refund. Now, the defect rate for a part like this is around 0.3%, meaning that it's not a huge issue on the surface, but think about it. If a phone requires, let's say, 6 major components, and each of them is bad 0.3% of the time, then even if everything else goes perfectly, OnePlus could end up building 2 out of every 100 of their phones with some kind of imperfection. Totally unacceptable. Next, the chassis and the display assembly get fed into opposite sides of the glue applicator machine right here. It uses machine vision to precisely align them, then it applies a special glue, and then they get left in a compression device for 3 hours while the glue cures. Once these get opened up, the excess glue gets scraped away at this station here, then the USB port and the vibration motor go in, after which... Wait, hold on a minute. 2 more glue scraping stations? Okay, so OnePlus is currently at a stage of production called PVT. That actually means that every single phone you see here today is going to end up recycled at some point. And they will produce anywhere from hundreds to even thousands of phones during PVT in an effort to get things streamlined before they go to mass production. And so as part of this process, they found out that there was a 15% chance that glue would seep out again at this stage right here. So in the future, they might be able to eliminate these stations. This whole thing is a constantly evolving process. From here, The assembled displays and chassis get run through a series of test patterns to ensure some basic functionality. So under this station, we find yet again more trays full of rejected parts with flaws both big and very, very small. Finally, some protective covers get applied and the whole thing gets carted off to storage. Can I have one? Thank you. Here we're getting our first look at the rear panel as the rear camera covers and the fingerprint sensor get placed. Now the fingerprint sensor is going to be exposed to the user, so it gets precisely aligned by machine before being pressed into place. Now this next station here is another great example of the growing pains that you go through with a new device. You see this little sticker pad here? They had to add this to the rear cover because a taller portion of the PCB rubs here. Now, they can probably revise this sort of thing in the future, so this sticker might not be necessary forever. But for now, some extra protection seemed prudent. The back cover is now ready, and it's actually going to jump across the line where we'll pick up with it later on. Batteries get checked here, and then they too get passed across the U-shaped production line, leading us to the beating heart and the pretty face of every modern flagship phone. The main board, excuse me, complete with Snapdragon 845 processor and the rear camera, which in this case is a dual 16 plus 20 megapixel affair. The completed chassis and the display from before, those actually join us here. Now it's time for some rapid fire component installation. It's basically like building a little tiny PC. So we've got ambient sensor placement, the front camera, then at a single station right here, in goes the earpiece speaker, the headphone jack, and a daughter board. Then after that, we've got, wait, really? 4 people? It takes 4 people to install and cable manage?
Dobra.
Dinky little RF cables? Well, actually, yes, it does, because of the importance of this step. These connectors in here are very fragile, and the placement and management of these wires is imperative to the functionality of the phone. After the ribbon cables go in for the daughter board right behind me, this protective cover right here for it goes in almost entirely automatically. Now, precise alignment here is critical because even though OnePlus doesn't advertise it, the bottom of the phone by the main loudspeaker here actually has similar waterproofing to other flagship devices. This has apparently been true since the 5, so it doesn't mean that OnePlus is going to warranty you if the water damage sticker turns red when you send it in, but it is nice to have that little bit of peace of mind. This station here is all about identifying process and supply chain issues. Every major component of the phone has a QR code that gets scanned into their system here and then stored on board the phone so that OnePlus can quickly track failures in the field back to the component supplier, assembly line, and even the QC staff that let it through. Then we get a quick power on test to ensure that base functionality looks okay, followed by the motherboard cover, which goes on in a similar fashion to the daughter board cover. Remember how I promised batteries would be joining us from across the aisle? Here they are, so they go into the phone here, followed by another computerized inspection machine where my main man here is rocking the world's greatest footwear, and this trippy machine that aligns the back panel with the front and then places it on. Look at this. Oh. These two pressors here, and then this little roller doodad ensure that the back panel is fully adhered, and then the finished phones get a final visual check to ensure that everything is bueno. This also includes a little wipe down in most cases. So that's it. We're done, right? So why isn't this video over? Well, do you guys remember how I promised that over 100 people would touch one of these before it left the factory? This is only like 70-ish. So after software gets loaded, every device gets a special code entered into its numpad to enter testing mode, and then goes through a shockingly thorough QA screening process. So at stage 1, they test the flash with this little black box here. Then they record a video while the phone is sitting in a mechanical shaker to ensure that its image stabilization is working as expected. Stage 2 has testers snapping a photo for comparison against a reference image that is stored in the QA software. And then stage 3 actually lifts up the phone against this little metal barrier here to ensure that the proximity sensor is working as intended. Stage 4 checks autofocus on both cameras by moving the phone back and forth from a target, while stage 5 screens for dead pixels on the camera sensor or dust under the cover. At stage 6, every phone goes into a little mini RF chamber for GPS and Wi-Fi testing. And then at stage 7, antenna operation is verified. But we are far from done. So OnePlus actually started pre-installing screen protectors on their phones to protect against shipping breakage on the OnePlus X a few years ago. And this has continued ever since. So this goes on right here. Then we gotta move over to the other side of the line. This guy's not just chilling and listening to music, he's actually making sure that the headphone jack, when it's plugged in or unplugged, behaves correctly. And then his partner here is making sure that the RGB indicator LED and screen brightness control are functioning normally. The microphone and speaker are both tested in here to ensure that they meet spec. This apparently has the highest failure rate on finished devices at about 1 in 1,000. And if the speaker is misaligned, or really if the device fails any of these tests, it will get sent for disassembly for them to try again. All right, almost done here. Just 5 more stations. So here, both the selfie and the rear camera get checked again, this time by a human for any weirdness that the automated tests might have missed. Fun story, OnePlus actually ran into some customer complaints. People thought that their phones were refurbished because they had the pictures these guys were taking in the factory on them. No, it's fine, they just forgot to wipe them. No big deal. Moving right over here, the G sensor gets checked by this trippy little rotating table, and NFC functionality is verified. Both normal functionality and high-speed dash charging functionality are checked here. And then this machine uses infrared depth sensing to ensure that the curvature of the back of the phone is to spec, bringing us finally to one more visual inspection and wipe down before the finished phones are placed in protective sleeves and prepared to be sent to packaging. So each one of these, just to give you guys some idea of the volume here, each one of these contains about 50 phones completely ready to go. Oh, I don't know where I got this from. The environmental stress room, presumably that's what that says, I have no way of knowing, is not as impressive to look at, but it's really important. So they've got a number of different chambers in here, ones that are designed to rapidly increase and decrease temperature from 75 all the way to -40 for up to a week at a time. Ones that are designed to deliver very high temperatures at 95% humidity for up to 500 hours at a time. And they've got this raindrop test, which isn't actually running right now, but we can open it up. They would expect a phone under this shower for 100 hours to function normally after a few days of dry out time. Dang! But it's not as outright impressive as room number 2, where they do 1 meter, 1.5 meter, and 1.8 meter drop tests onto a slab of marble, with a QA technician checking the phone's functionality after each fall. So they do each side of the phone 2 times, and they accept 10% cracked screens, but they expect the entire rest of the phone's functionality, including the camera, to remain unimpacted, so to speak, by this type of torture. I mean, that seems reasonable enough to me. I mean, most people would have to be like walking around like this with a phone on their head to drop it from 1
I spend 12 hours a day just putting 1 screw in the iPhone. My name is Jen Zhang. I spend 12 hours a day just putting 1 screw in the iPhone. My name is Jen Zhang. I work in a Pegatron Apple factories in Shanghai. So what I do is just put 1 screw that fasten the speaker to the back case of the iPhone. We will start in the factories at 7:30, and then we will spend 12 hours inside of the factories. But actually, we only do 10.5 hours work because the break time is deducted. You get bored because you're just repeatedly doing the same thing. The amount that I get is 3,100 yuan. I think that's around $450. It's per month, but it's included the base salary plus the overtime wages. We only take a break once a week on Sunday. During my time there, I think there are about 70,000 workers inside of the factories. The factory is pretty big. The whole factories have 7 sub-factories, but they are all in one main campus. There are required uniform. We have a blue hat, and then we have the pink shirt and the blue pants. But we only get 1 set of it. And workers also wear sleepers. We have a locker room. That's where workers change their clothes, put their phones, their keys, all the medals. Some workers, very rarely, they do have iPhones, but most of the workers, they use some kind of China-produced phones, which are cheaper. We need to swipe our card, and then they have a face recognition, and then the door will open and you get in. After you get in, the metal detector. One thing that shocked me most, I think, is the attitude of the manager.
So how does a garage startup become the most valuable company in the world? Well, Apple Computer did it by selling 93 million iPhones last year and 40 million iPads. And the only reason they didn't sell more is that they can't make them fast enough. But that relentless demand has raised uncomfortable questions about how these precious objects are made and how the people that make them are treated. A few weeks ago, the company invited me to witness its first ever third-party audit of its biggest Chinese supplier, Foxconn. For the record, our Steve Jobs trust exactly what I... We are eager for a glimpse.
Switch your mic on, please.
We're met by a top Foxconn executive who refuses to confirm that inside all these buildings, they're working on top secret projects for Intel, Nintendo, Dell, and many others.
There we go.
But Apple has allowed him to show me how they build the world's most popular objects of desire.
Be the charming type.
The ones that turned a little garage startup into a company more valuable than Exxon, a brand more beloved than any other.
I'm told this is the very first time any reporter from any country has been allowed to see
Ireland over the years. If the world sees in this sexy new animal mystique, cultivate
your hands on one and see for yourself.
Just the packing boxes, lovingly sold, and came from changes the experience. So how many steps are there?
Around 141.
141 steps. Yeah. But it is time now to think different about Apple, because here it is. This is where your iPhone was born, and these are the people who brought it to life.
My name is Bill. Nice to meet you.
I'm first struck by how young they are. Not 13 like some of the horror stories I'd heard, but 17, 18. No one looked over 30. I know many came from poor villages out in the countryside with the hope of making $2 an hour, but their haircuts prove that teen style lives everywhere. I was expecting more automated assembly, more robots, but the sleek machines that dazzle and inspire and change the lives of people 8 to 80 are mostly made by hand, after hand, after hand.
Behold the camera module for the iPad. Look at how tiny and intricate this is. And get this, with 2 shifts, they can make 300,000 of these in a single day.
It takes around 5 days and 325 sets of hands to assemble an iPad, they tell me. And they can turn a raw hunk of aluminum into a sleek design, complete with the bitten Apple logo, at the rate of 10,000 an hour. At the end of this process, I find 27-year-old Xiao Ying, who carves the aluminum burrs from 3,000 apples every shift.
What are you thinking about while you're working?
A lot of times I think about how tired I am, the mother of 2 tells me. I think about resting. A supervisor will give the occasional order in Mandarin, but on this line, the machines do most of the talking. While the people work in silence. And they will repeat that motion and hear that fembot voice a few thousand times more before lunch. Their 12-hour shifts are broken up by 2-hour-long meal breaks when they march single file to a massive canteen and pay around 70 cents for a plate of meat and rice. If they eat fast enough, they can catch a few winks back at their spot on the line. The Foxconn executive tells me it's not exhaustion, but a Chinese post-meal tradition.
So this is home. How long have you guys worked here and lived here?
After 12 hours here, many head home to a nearby dorm room they share with 7 other workers. There is an internet cafe and a soccer field. They even offer classes in English and other studies. But most are here to work. Most left their families to work because back home, there are few good jobs.
What's good guys, I'm Mr. Who's the Boss, and I've been playing around with the Samsung Galaxy S9 phones for a couple of weeks now. And considering how similar it is to the S9 in terms of battery capacity, screen resolution, amount of RAM and the general software experience, a lot of the benefit we're seeing on Samsung's newer phone is probably because of the new generation of chips, so that's something. As expected, Antutu Benchmark seems to be running them down pretty well indeed, so we'll run that a couple more times before we switch up to some gaming. Worth noting is the score that the new S9 Plus gets, which is a good 10% above every other phone, but we will run some other benchmarks to get a bit of a better idea of performance, notably Geekbench, which is, I've got to say, a little bit more of a boring one to watch, but nonetheless we'll run it very quickly, just to see how the phones perform, and of course drain battery. And in this, the iPhone X is actually the winner by quite a long stretch. It could be an optimization issue on Android, but at the same time the A11 Bionic chip in the iPhone is still meant to be quite a bit ahead of its time. The iPhone X has slipped into 3rd place now, but notably not by as much as in some of our previous battery tests, so what seems to have happened is progressive iOS updates might have improved its battery life a little bit, which is completely plausible considering when the iPhone X released, a lot of iOS had to be reworked because of the lack of home button, which does leave room for initial inefficiencies. So if you've managed to keep track of all of this while also peering at the phone on the right hand side, you might realise we are well into 3 hours of this test. And the only phone I'd say isn't performing too well is the Nokia. 3 hours and 30 minutes into this pretty intensive battery drain test, and the other 4 phones are quite close to 50% battery. So what we're doing now is heading on to the Play Store or App Store on the iPhone and downloading Angry Birds Go, which is a pretty intensive racing game made by Rovio, the same company that made the original Angry Birds. Whilst the S9 and the OnePlus are still trading blows at the top, the Nokia has really fallen away from the pack. This is a phone that we've never really included in the past in our detailed battery drain tests, but safe to say it's nothing short of a poor performing phone in this area. And there's not really much of an excuse for it. Whilst it does have a higher resolution display, the actual display size is the smallest of the bunch, and that should somewhat compensate for it. recording 4K 30 frame per second video.
Let's try the glitch now, because you get lots of materials and the Flash Factory is the first stop. People are not going to come here. Go this place, not Flash Factory, because I didn't think there's a trolley in Flash. Russell, I ate your pizza. No, you didn't. Yeah, I had 4 slices yesterday. No, that's mine. Wait, no, get out quickly. I need to harvest.
On older phones should be a pretty demanding task too, and that knocks the Nokia down to
E3 gonna be streamed? Yeah, there'll be different things. I'm playing in the Pro-Am. I'm gonna try and stream my POV from there as well, but we'll see. I'm not for sure. But like I said, guys, follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram. I'll try and tweet and keep you guys as updated as I can. Maybe some pictures. The Instagram is @_TimotapMan, and my Twitter is @TimotapMan. And there will
man, this other team fucking showed up, dude. Ah, these cucks, man. Fuck, if that other team didn't show up, I think I could win that. Damn it. Dude, I couldn't see anything for like half that fight in the tree. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. I couldn't see anything.
Fireflies, a million little pieces, feeds the dying light and brings me back to life. In your eyes, I see something to believe in. Your hands are like a flame, your palms are sweet as pain. Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite, like a starship speeding into the night. You and I get lost in the infinite light. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. One touch and I ignite. Okay, that's enough. Yes, I can. Quick.
ship it.
Yeah. LOL! LOL! No! No! Let's go! Let's go! Clipen eso!
Do you think if people are still here?
It's bigger.
Bruh. Bruh.
There's still people there?
Oh my god, there's still people here!
What the? I'm stuck on the shopping cart.
What?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm ready. What do you mean, brother?
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, no! Oh my god! Ah!
Well, do you know how to do it?
Oh my god.
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm gonna let him get me low, watch.
Is he trying to jetpack?
Yeah, let's see if he comes in. He's coming in.
Yes, yes.
Let him come. Oh! No, bro.
Okay.
What? I might have to end this bitch right now.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you see that?
Look at the head of his. Fuck no. Look at the head of his.
Yeah.
Right, I need to do some challenges. Let's do squad. Wait a minute. Where's the footprint?
Which footprint?
Search between playground, campsite, and footprint.
What?
Master, where's the footprint?
That's easy. Carol. 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 I don't know. Oi. Oi, Carol. Carol.
Yeah?
How do you know where it is? It's here. On dirt pack. How do you win it? How do you win it?
Oh, there.
I could do that myself. Hey there. Why do you want to do that? That's a battle star.
For
What's the
XP.
point? Oh, okay. Smart boy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna go, yeah. Johnny John.
Oh yeah, Dominic, you're right. I mean, oh yeah.
Look how bad it fits. What level are you?
73.
Jeez, with me and you, when I'm gonna be level 65, I doubt I'm gonna be 70 in that. Yeah. I'll be card by because I'm already being. I know, but.
Oh wow, I have 3 big shields.
Okay, that's why you don't jump there. Go on and erect, GG. Oh, you know what? I can't change my name on the computer. Carol, so I tell you why I can't change my name on the computer.
Yeah, wait. Look at my HP.
2? Huh? Is that 2 HP or 1? That's basically 2, I'd say. Zoe's on noob. Got no shotty. How should I kill him if I have no shotty?
I made my mistake, you have nowhere to run.
I'll tell you why I can't change my username.
Oh wait, this was squads.
Should I tell you why I can't?
Why?
Fucking change my name.
Why?
Because it has to be matching name. How is that? How should I do it if it's not matching? Carol, how did you change yours from Voodoo Fun? And tell me, how should I change it? See? I'm only left.
Imagine there would be raining in Sydney.
Imagine there was raining in what?
Imagine there would be raining in Battle Royale.
That was been raining? Why? Would you like raining and you trip up?
What the fuck?
Why was it to 1v1? You're about to get a headshot.
And hope guys enjoying.
Shitted. She was angry because I said, wow, you're only tier 75. He said he's like tier. Wait, he said he's tier 979 and I already have only the 80s of them. Wow.
I just earned myself 1000 XP. Congratulations. Maybe next time. Who said that?
My asshole.
Thank you for playing this game. Hooray! Make your decision now. Yes, let's do this.
Okay, we gotta get this dub now, okay? My nigga, I'm spitting on my niggas. About a week ago.
Did you take this house I'm in?
No, don't know. There's someone in my house.
Yeah, there is.
Just where? You retards! No. If you kill him, I give you £100.
This is squads.
Oh, give me. That's my meds, please.
No, give me the hunting rifle.
I'll have it. What?
Give it.
Where's my hunting rifle not coming up? What? Go on. Every single weapon I have, look. 1.
Oh, I see people. Tagged him.
You got a scar, so let me have that hunter.
Yeah, but I killed the person.
No, you didn't. I killed that. I hit him. What is good? Wow. No, don't take my loot. Fudge off. You
Sorry.
greedy shit.
Too late.
Give me some.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Give me some ammo.
I have none ammo.
For my hunting. You have
No.
ammo.
I only have one.
Give me sniper ammo.
Yeah. Here's one.
Oh my god, you can't. No, don't give me one. Give me some. Cup.
Let's do a swap for a swap. Heavy bullets for a swap. Deal? Why are
Go on then.
bullets? I'll give you done. I have 23. Give me this
Come
one.
here, come here. Come here. Come here. Get in there. Get in there. One by one or okay, one by one.
Marcel, we're doing trading. Marcel, look.
Drop me your medium bullets.
No, let's see if you have small bullets first.
Show me yours then.
Pick them up.
Show me your. Can't see. Put them back. Put them back.
These are my only weapons. Look.
No, can you put your ammo? Can you put your sniper? Move forward.
Yeah. Just come. Look. Just give me all your small bullets because I need them. You need the hunting rifle here.
Let's trade actually though.
Alright, if you get knocked, I won't revive you. Give the small bullets. I need it. I don't even have a shotgun. Cheers.
That's what we should do every time I trade properly. I'm getting scammed by no people. I'm scammed. I'm the pro at scamming. You know why I was holding out my map? Because I was about to place stairs and get out and get out. Oh, scams again. And I'm like, scammer get scammed, scammer get scammed, scammer get scammed. Have you been scammed?
No. I don't even have saved bullets.
Saved it.
I don't even have saved bullets. Maybe that proves something.
Oh, you want to trade?
Doggy house.
You want to trade properly?
Wow, yes, a pump. That guy has pumps.
Can we trade the scar? Can we the Nocturno? Oi, for your scar, I can give you a sniper and a grenade load.
Nah.
And 2 minutes. And 400 max. I'm on 600. You're so dumb. I would so bad.
I have 600.
But you'd be on 999.
How you jealous little bitch. You Russian.
Who? Person in this house.
Why are you right?
another. How did I just got sniped?
There's a trap, dumbass.
What is this?
Here, have a med.
What a pussy! Pussy-o! Pussy-o! Oh! Pick me. I'll just stand there.
Give me that blue tack, please. Come on, I killed him.
Give me some rocket ammo, please. Okay.
I have one spectator. You have any? Oh, I'll take the 100. Do you have any heavies?
No, wasted them all on sniping.
Liar.
I'm joking, come here. That's all. Oi, rocket ride.
No, no, no.
Just once. I will fail.
We need to play concentration because we might get this one. Well, oh wait, we're against squads. Wait, where was that person camping that had the rocket launcher?
Oi, jump! Go for we're getting sniped.
Why am
we're
you
getting
stealing my
sniped from somewhere. You better be jumping on.
Oh, I have max wood. Oh.
Okay, that was like
yeah, there's people right over here.
Another. Wow,
Can I have heavies?
if you give me rocket ammo. So
Give me the heavies, I dropped them.
oh no!
Oh, 8 kills.
Wow.
Wait, when you win a game, how do you check how much kills people have? Because when I press escape, it doesn't let me.
Gabe!
What?
Oh! Thingy. You're the pro here, not me. Can I have that AR ammo? I need it.
Well, he's weak.
Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. Jeez, I went. Oh my gosh, why did you? I'm asking you what? Why did you build there?
I'm a carry. Oh, I discorded.
My God, you had to build there.
Shut up! You killed
Shut
yourself.
up!
You killed yourself.
But I shot and you built.
Oh, you're a dumb prick.
I shot when you were falling down. Because I just shot it and you just built. And it was annoying me. I had F.
That guy was good.
No, he wasn't.
That guy was good.
No. And he was 3 HP. You're such a noob! Why did you build it? Oh, skanky ball!
Wait! Jump. Let's go loot late. Hey! Dans ma ligne. You need to have a PC to do that. Muscle, so where's the There's no toaster. Oh, you're such a again. You need to be bad like me. Wait, Muscle. Oh shit, man. Muscle, is there a poster in Tilted? Jenna. Leave your fishing in simple foundation. Leave the
Hey, but now they tell me I switched up. Take this backwood to the face, then grab my cup. Shawty say she coming.
Anyone who makes a purchase using the discount new epic surprises every single month. Remember to use the 15% off discount code.
Kills, 4 assists, and we have 28 kills this time.
Shouldn't dance? Ow, ow. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, yeah, I see them behind the city.
What's behind? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I killed him! I killed him! Oh my god, Alex. I fucking.
Hello guys. So basically, if you
Okay,
didn't know,
then.
I'm a fat gay, and yeah. What do you think? So basically, guys, my brother is gay. He married shit. And yeah, too bad. Also, why did you marry me? Why did you marry me? Tell me, why did you marry me? Oh wait, there's no poster. excuse me. Why were you? Hear me. We're doing change
what?
here.
Hey, Trev. What's up, dude?
Ben, you got any, Tim, you got any bandages or something?
I bandages.
I have no healing right now, bro.
What you got? Here.
A no jedliśmy. Ugórkowa. Ugórkowa. Chyba I know because it's only for close friends. Marcel, Marcel, where's the police here, Marcel? Tell me. Where is it? There's one in here. Oh yeah, there is one over here.
What is going on, guys? Town, and on the east wall is where you are going to find a poster. So those 4 are very close together and very easy to accomplish in one single match, but the next 3 that I'm going to suggest you go to are a little bit more spread apart, so depending on the zone it might not be possible, but it could still be possible. From there, I would suggest going to the hill south of Dusty Divot. It is a big old giant hill. You're going to want to go to where the campfire part is, and right there on the hillside is where you will find a poster. From there you can head all the way to Tilted Towers, where underneath the metal bridge at the very southeast portion of Tilted Towers you will find
What do you mean? To zaraz pójdziemy nad morze? No. A może tak to ucieczkę to zawsze? O, ja jednak mama jak my na Co? Tata był na dworze z nim. Ten mama. Nie znalazłem skarpety, ale były stare. I ten. Żeby nie zapomnieć wody, a ja zapomniałem wodę. I tak było. Na Thursday, no bo Thursday. Na angielski to ładnie. Trzeba, jak wtedy musi. A busy miałaś? Nie. Znowu odpływ będzie, co nie? O, mama, wiesz co? No, a gdzie są moje buty, te Nike? No bo ja nie znalazłem i ja musiałam... Ja swimming miałem. Albo nie zauważyłem. No ja sprawdzałam, mama, taki mail. I wiesz, kiedy przyjdą kąpielówki? Za 2 albo 3 dni, czyli chyba w Monday albo Tuesday przyjdą. Basen zamknięty. No sprawdzialiśmy. Nie, było słońce, ale chmury są. No bo to jest summer, nie? Summer season będzie. Ale na ich stronie to tam pokazany basen, mama, jak kiedyś był otwarty, jak czarno-białe zdjęcia wtedy były. No i pokazali, jak dużo ludzi. I tam było takie wielkie... That what, Marcel? What did you do? Marcel, I believe you. What did you do then? Who, you? That's fake. The bullets are fake. Are you gonna tell them that's fake? You even said in Polish that's fake. Guys, it's fake. Oh my god. Now you're probably just gonna do a normal. Oh yeah, from Greasy. My brother's a noob. Terrible, absolute terrible play. Marcel, shall I show you a trick? Ah, no. Minute Stop, brother. I said brother, how is that? Oh, it's a 1v1.
Let's go,
Dominic, I just got a win.
I saw.
He did.
Marcel, do it squads.
Yeah, I am.
See, I'm a good player.
Yes, my bro.
Do it,
I'll just... might have a nice set.
I thought I'm gonna die. I just... I could get 3 victory royals today. I got 2 today, but I could get another one. It's just that. Remember when me versus John Wick today?
Actually don't. I'm not kidding, actually don't, right? Hey, Raphael. Raphael.
Yes.
Oh no, Marcel.
What was it fun at Sophia's party?
Stay in the position you were in.
Yeah, I know.
And there were 3.
You can see there, but wait, I'm still streaming, you guys.
Oh my.
No.
shall we go?
I know.
Okay, why are we going like Centus? Because Centus liked Fatal and Anarchy.
I played with Sentinels today.
Yeah, they got carried.
I know.
By me.
They're not that good.
Oh yeah, Carol.
Good as
And Motherbat and Carol, Motherbat and Josh, steal your friends.
Look, I'm a tryhard, guys. This is Skull Troopers are tryhard, but the merrier.
Yeah, I know. No, but the best is the Red Nose Raider.
I might need help.
And I am helping. And here.
Also, don't push into me.
But I have a pump.
Push into my car.
Wow,
Let's go in.
Okay, let's push. Let's push. Let's push that mesh. You have a shotgun.
Yeah, I have some.
Can I have shells and I'll give you the shotgun.
Give me the. I have no shells, so yeah.
Yes, see that he picked them up. I have 0 shells, so.
This is all I got. Give me a shotgun.
No, because he didn't give all of them.
This is all I got, you
Actually, I left.
Okay, I'm giving you a shotgun.
Mama, Paul, we need to go after this match. Also.
Where?
South Sea.
Oh, you need me.
With my I already have 2 kills.
So why are you looking at me at my private? Wait, stay still where you are, Raphael. Stay still where you are, Raphael.
No.
Stay still.
Wait,
oh, this is... No, you're not.
I don't know.
And this is Spencer's, like a dumb boy.
Oh boy, I like Josh. He's good.
Yeah, I like Josh.
How about you not go? Oi, Carol. How about you go as the basketball and meet me there? I'll go.
I will.
Marcel, you wanna be
Yeah, I win. I thought football, but
no.
Oh wait, Raphael, you're there.
Oi, pick me.
Wait, I'm gonna. How am I supposed to pick you up when you're too heavy?
Someone killed you.
What a noob! He camps in a damn, and he got hurt himself. No.
In Far House, Grandma House, Big House.
He's in where you get all that mat and that. Not there, like in here, the green.
Where?
Wait, I'm
Here?
No.
Wait, there's a chest here.
There, where it's all destroyed. That's why I died. Like, it's a raven. When do ravens camp, Marcel?
Haunted Hills.
Huh?
In Haunted Hills.
Oh yeah, I see her.
Him. It might be.
Could be a her.
It could be a him.
She's a bitch.
Okay, let's call her bitch. Why not Devola?
Come at me.
When she kills you. Bitch.
Go, stupid idiot.
The stupid idiot.
Oh yeah, she's definitely here.
No, he don't have skin like a brother, my window.
I didn't even have a Christmas skin. I didn't even buy any V-Bucks.
Supply drop.
People here. Oh, I see, bitch. I see the bitch. No, it only gives you like 4 each, 5 each, 6 each.
Oh, I see. The Raven. She went for the supply drop. What a cunt.
I'm Raphael. I'm gonna report Ollie in real life because he uses his application to get fake subs. Do you know that?
Who destroyed that?
Who else? Me.
That Raven's done.
That's a he. A Raven. What is it? Oh yeah, it's probably a he. They're in a fight, so I know, probably. Is that you building? That's a faster builder. Well, I didn't have any mats left.
Fucking hell, I'm done with this shit.
Wasn't even a Raven. Wasn't even a